Hello and welcome, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Welcome to your April angel reading. I adore working with angelic energy. It makes me so happy. It does. And then I start to look at my decks and I go, oh, I'm still working on my angel deck. 78 cards is a lot. And it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. If you guys know of another angel deck that does not have War and Peace written at the bottom and is beautiful and doesn't have these cards that they gave up the will to create the deck, I am not a big fan of the cards that just put the pips in place, like 6 cups. There's no creativity to that. Let me know in the description below. I'd love to get more feedback. I've been working on my angel deck for forever. And I won't lie, in the last month, I haven't had a chance to work on it at all. This is the Angel Inspiration Oracle. I won't lie. This is created by Kim Dreyer. If she made a tarot deck, oh, my life would be I'd be so happy. So happy. All right, let's do this. Let's check in and see what the angels want to share with you for April. Now, my friends who've been with me for a while will notice I'm missing one of my decks. It's here. I just wasn't feeling it when I grabbed it this morning. I was like, no, don't need it. And that's okay. That's part of the, I guess, tarot world, card world. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. The 7 of Swords in reversal. The King of Cups in reversal. Death. And the 8 of Wands. Wow. Talk about some unique balance here. Got the yin and yang of life. Okay. A lot of us are still feeling that burn. Yeah. Last week, Saturday, we had the final personal planet go into direct alignment. Many things are still being very reactive. There's still lots going on. We're feeling that burn. The emotional roller coaster is a whipping you around like no one's business. The negative self-chatter seems to be at a high here. It's also leading you down paths that bring in more instability, that bring in more challenge. It's going to be important, especially as we progress through spring and head towards summer, that you don't spend the rest of, oh, that's kind of crooked and I got a light in the way. Well, there we go. Sorry about that. That you don't spend the rest of the spring on this roller coaster that brings you no joy, because it's going to cause a lot of anger and frustration in the summer. Again, this is a way that your lower vibrational self is keeping you boxed because you're so focused in at the ups and downs, the swirls and twirls, rather than what's really happening for you. Releasing some of that instability, some of that flux, if you will, is going to be important. Please don't try and add in more to your day, because that's going to add in more turbulence. I like the word turbulence right now. It's not going to help. Add more meaning to what you're doing. For example, intentional bathing. Last Tuesday, I posted a healing. It's a private session with Archangel Jules on intentional bathing. It is a game changer. You can get so much more done by just doing something that you normally do. Asking any and all high vibrational beings to support you in dumping some of this turbulence, this roller coaster that you don't want. and helping to empower you to be present and have the peace of mind to do what you need to do in your present day will be that game changer. You can also ask any and all high vibrational beings to support you while you sleep, to really release some of these anchors, to help you understand those self-truths that you've been avoiding, that self-understanding. This keeps being a pattern that comes up, as that self-understanding. And I think this is our Achilles heel right now. The Seven of Swords does talk about someone trying to get away with something. It's not someone, it's self. Eight of Wands talks about that aha. Not to mention the 7 and 8 right beside each other. And there are bookends for this reading. Taking it slow and adding in more intention will support you in connecting in more clearly with self, so that you're the one in control rather than you're the one being whipped around. You will find more presence and meaning in this spring season and as we head towards summer. It brings in more clarity and fulfillment in your day. And that's a huge piece. The King of Cups, he is a very intuitive guy. You're not being able to use that intuition because right now, that emotion is controlling you. You're not able to stand in confidence, in control, in our creative wonder that we are, because there's an exhaustion tied to this, because it is exhausting having our emotions flung about like no one's business, not being able to know where the next bump, swirl, and twirl is coming. It's hard to guess what's happening when we're 50 paces behind. It's about bringing ourselves into the present and being able to be more proactive than reactive. Archangel Gabriel, the messenger archangel, amazing to see her. The messages, it's not so much about the high vibration, about what others are trying to share. It's what you're trying to share with yourself. And yes, Archangel Gabriel can support you with that. She would be amazing to ask to come in, especially when you sleep, to help bring some clarity and understanding to you. Helping you to dump what you don't need, disconnect you and dislodge you from what's not helping you, and bringing in that aha about self that will support you in standing in you and all that you can do. Along with Archangel Uriel, he is the archangel that helps us bring us out of the darkness and into the light. And know that even if you ask Archangel Gabriel for something, if Archangel Uriel is more adept at doing that, because you've already broken down the law of free will, she can and will call in Archangel Uriel to support you. And anybody else. That's why I always ask for any and all high vibrational beings. You don't have to specifically state or have a list. You're just opening that gate, breaking down that law of free will to bring in the right person. Now, should you wake up and you feel really blah and really at that tail end, and you can feel that instability, because like a lot of things, we can kind of tell where our day is going to bring. You can and should be calling in Archangel Uriel to help you step past some of that gunk and help you to step into you and your power. Whenever I work with him, I really feel him in my solar plexus energy. Oh yeah. It's about greeting that day. No matter what your day brings or is going to lead you to do, it's about embracing that joy And yeah, sometimes days don't have the most joyous piece, but you can find meaning in it. Even if your day includes getting up to clean the toilet, guess what? You're clearing out some of that gunk that is hidden within your home. Find the meaning. Yeah, it might not be too glamorous. It may not be the funnest piece. However, it's a piece and an aspect that is meaningful and has a lot of connection to it. And even if your day has to do with getting up and having a cup of tea, just embracing and being present for you will support you in, again, not being at the tail end and being whipped about. You're the one in control. You're the one that is going to be present in your day and for you. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. We've got a lot of water in this reading. Emotion is going to be really at that forefront. Let the emotion out. Okay, you may want to look at how you're letting it out and when, because that's an important piece. However, let that emotion out. Yes, it can be in the form of tears. However, not everybody has emotion that comes in the form of tears. It can be aggression, anger. It's okay. Find proactive ways to be able to let go of it. So for the tears, let them out in a space that you feel comfortable, and where, again, it's not so much that you're on display or reacting to someone. Aggression, fantastic piece would be like going for a run, getting a punching bag, so that, again, you're not being reactive. You're giving yourself a good outlet. Another amazing outlet, guys, would be that creativity. Creativity helps us to express ourselves. And creativity is a huge umbrella filled with so many amazing, amazing skills, abilities, and connections. Pick one that's meaningful for you. The Queen of Cups, again, second most intuitive card in the deck. She is the everyday personification of the High Priestess. One of the ways that we can connect into our higher self, into our intuition, again, is through creativity. We're getting out of our head. We're getting out of that tail end whipping around and being present. And not being present in the challenges and gunk of the day. We're being present in something that we enjoy doing. Something that helps us to express ourselves. That helps us to get out of our head, get out of our way. Funny enough, another way that we can do that is through water. Many of us have our best thinking moments in the shower. Again, use that to your advantage. This isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's about using the wheel in a way that's going to be advantageous to you. The Hermit does ask you to do some reflection. However, please do not get stuck in that reflection. You don't want to be, again, whipping around and being in a tailspin because of past experiences. You want to keep it in the control and light so that you're learning and shifting things so that, again, you stay in a very balanced presence that is in control of you, as that is the only thing you can control. So the angels are encouraging you to be able to stand up and embrace you, release what you don't need, and so that you're no longer at that tail end. We have some fantastic supports as we are at the tail end of Aries. So we have a week and a bit of that very it's not non-passive, but very assertive. That's the word I'm looking for. Assertive energy that can help us get up onto our feet. And then we have that Taurus energy where it's going to give us that slow, steady progression that's going to help maintain that stability. So it's a fantastic time to really embrace some of these pieces. And again, please do not hyper-focus in on them, because that's one of the ways that your lower self likes to keep in control of you. And that's not going to help anybody. I want to thank you for joining me and the angels today. And I hope this does empower you to stand up in your own power. Start taking control of self and getting off that emotional roller coaster we're on. If you did like this session, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you're most excited for and how you're going to express you. If you haven't done so, guys, you know the drill. Hit the bell, hit the buttons so that you don't miss anything that comes forward. I too have a lot that's going to come forward for you. If you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon community where we dive into different things, and I've got a lot of supports there. I've provided a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you for joining the angels and myself today, and we hope that you are able to greet your day and embrace your light. Until tomorrow, my friends.